All right, what's going on, guys? I'm back and I'm doing it live again. Make sure that's turned down. All right, what's going on, guys? I am Derek P. Fields. Gotta cut that down. Make sure that's turned down. All right, what's going on, guys? I am Derek P. Fields. Gotta cut that down. Always remember, if you're going live and you're using an additional device to I know, Wikipedia, give me a chance, give me a moment. All right, I will come through. I am on the trusty website Wikipedia, where anybody can edit it pretty much. You've got to be signed in and a member, which I am not. And I will be there for you, Wikipedia. I really will. Okay? All right, because I do use you a lot. Anyway, I want to talk about Lions fans and their ridiculous notion that the Lions somehow blew it by not losing yesterday's game. Okay. I decided to go live because it's much easier to go live. I'm not expecting a bunch of people in the chat. If anybody comes in the chat, that's fine. But it's easier to go live. I got some things to do, and this helps me expedite the process. I've got to go through this whole editing process and things like that. So the fact that I'm going live is not really for participation as much as it is for speed and trying to get it out fast, okay? But if somebody does join the chat and I miss you, I'm sorry. Lions fans are absolutely livid, some of them, about the fact that the Detroit Lions went and actually won a football game yesterday. And instead of getting the 5th pick of the draft, they dropped all the way down to number 8. I heard somebody actually use the phrase all the way down. There are 32 picks in 7 rounds. The Lions dropped down, not all the way down. They dropped down 3 places. Okay? So what exactly is the problem? What exactly is the problem? What are you upset for? Because the Lions dropped down 3 places? Who's to say the Lions won't trade up and try to get somebody higher? You know, it's not. I really believe that this right here for Lions fans, it's just stuff that they want to talk about. They need to vent. They need to earn. The Lions, man. That's what they sound like. It's man. Like little, just what is the problem? Okay. The Lions, they won a game. That's what they do. That's what we want them to do, is win football games. Not to go out there and tank. Not to go out there and put up. And they won it with a bunch of TLCs. You know what that is? Some scrubs. They won with some scrubs, some NFL caliber scrubs that were auditioning for other teams yesterday. And maybe even the Lions. But they got a game. So what is Detroit's, if you are a fan with a problem of them beating the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field to go 6-10 instead of 5-11 and to move down 3 draft spaces, why is that a problem? Let's go back. I have Wikipedia, the trusted page of Wikipedia. I have that pulled up because I want you guys to see. And let's talk about the differences, okay, at the top 10 draft picks. Let's look at them. Let's look at them. Let's start with my main man. We're going to go all the way. We're going to go all the way. All the way here. All the way down there. Let's just start with the 2000s, all right? And we gonna look at we gonna really focus on the top 10 picks. You feel me? Okay. So Joey Harrington, Twinkle Toes, as people used to call him. Okay. He got here and, Detroit messed him up. We messed him up. But he didn't have much success in Detroit. What pick was he? Number 3. What pick do we have? Number 8. Charles Rogers. What pick was he? Number 2. Number 2. And what success did he have with the Detroit Lions? None. Okay. Roy Williams, number 7. That's the same year that Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, all of that. Roy not even in the league anymore. Okay? He put up some decent numbers for Detroit, but he was number 7. The point is, he was after the 5th pick. Okay? But still in the top 10. So, relax. Okay? He was pretty decent. Kevin Jones, he's number 30. I'm Mike Williams. Look at Mike Williams, the biggest bust that I've... Oh, Wikipedia. Oh, they pull up the pictures? I didn't know that. Oh, where's Twinkle? John Joseph. Wow. I would have went with Joey too. Okay. All right. I'm Mike Jones. Mike Williams. This guy, what was it? What was his story? He broke his leg or something like that, set out a season from football, and then came back and still managed to get drafted 10 by the Detroit Lions. He's no longer in the league. Did he produce for Detroit? No. Ernie Sims, linebacker. I remember watching this draft. It was the year I was getting married. Ernie Sims, no picture. How was his career in Detroit? Not really that great. What pick was he? He was number 9. So number 9. So here we go, a top 10 pick. Again, he was okay, but he wasn't great. He reminded me a little bit of Jared Davis. Okay, so we could go on this forever, but Matthew Stafford still with the team. So we're going to look at ones that were before number 8 or in the top 10 and then after. So Matthew Stafford, still our quarterback. And Ndamukong Suh, get him out of here. But he did big things while he was here, albeit a somewhat dirty player. All right. Javid Best, number 30. He was balling. He was the first real running attack threat that we've had in a long time before Kerryon. And he got concussed way too many times, and his career was tragically cut short. Okay. But he was balling. Look what pick he was, the 30th pick. Fairly. He was decent, but he was outside of the top 10. Let's go into so here are our top 10 picks since 2000. Joey Harrington, Charles Rogers, Roy Williams, Ernie Sims, Calvin Johnson, Matthew Stafford, Ndamukong Suh, Ezekiel Ansah, Eric Ebron, and he was our last top 10 pick in 2014. There goes the ad. Now the ad wants to show up. Okay, so I'm going to get those off too. Lions fans are absolutely losing it because we didn't tank and or lose, or we played to win. You mean to tell me that Green Bay wasn't playing to win? Aaron Rodgers was concussed. He couldn't come back. You know why? Okay, so I watched the YouTuber. He was like, why was Matthew Stafford out there? He was out there because he gets paid to be out there. He was out there because he's the franchise face and he wanted to play the game. You do what your franchise quarterback wants. You do what they want you to do. You get fired by them. You live by them. You die by them. Matthew Stafford wanted to play, so he played. That was it. Thankfully, he didn't get hurt. Hopefully, Aaron Rodgers is okay. But Aaron Rodgers played not because of Joe Philbin or whatever. He played because he wanted to play. Okay? He got concussed. He had to leave the game. He couldn't come back. But the Lions were in control of that game before he even left. Okay? So, that's why they were playing the game. They get paid to play. They don't get paid to tank. They played because they wanted to play the game. They get 16 chances per NFL season. And for our two teams, those two teams, that's all they got. They're going fishing today, packing up their lockers, talking to the media whenever that happens, and they're going home. They're going to spend the season with their family. I was going to say spend their season with the off family. But anyway, back to this. So relax, y'all. Just relax, all right? The last 3 years, okay, or I'm sorry, 4 drafts, and Bob Quinn is responsible for Taylor Deckard, Jarrett Davis, and these are just first-round picks, and Frank Ragnow. Okay. Our last top 10 was Ebron and Ansah. Now, Ezekiel, he put in work. He's done, though. Number 5, which is where we would have been. Eric Ebron, sir, drops a lot, okay, while he was here, is now balling out of control in Indianapolis. But the point I'm trying to make to you guys is, why are you absolutely losing it over a 3-position drop after we get a win, okay, when our draft history does not bode well for people drafted up in, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter that if he's 5th or 8th. You know why? Because out of the top 10, Calvin Johnson, Matthew Stafford, Suh, Ansah really kind of produced for the Detroit Lions. And this is from 2000. Rodgers, Harrington, also produced was Roy Williams. He was pretty good. Ernie Sims was okay. But none of them guys are in the league anymore. So Suh, Stafford, and Calvin Johnson, all right? Those are the guys above the top 5 that significantly made an impact on the Detroit Lions and on their franchise. This is from 2000, guys. 2000. All right? So, let's look after the top 5. Mike Williams. Nope. Well, I already mentioned Roy Williams. Roy Williams, he did okay. Ernie Sims did okay. And Eric Ebron did all right. He ain't do okay. He did all right. You know what I'm saying? So there we go. There's all that you need to know. People just, you know what I think it is? I think it's a bandwagon thing, man, that people are just this, all of the city is screaming. They want something to complain about. So they complain that their team went out there, got a win, moved down three whole spots to stay in the top 10. Okay. And look where all of the success from the Detroit Lions comes from. If you take Calvin Johnson and Ndamukong Suh and Matthew Stafford out of the picture, Frank Ragnow, Jarrett Davis, and Taylor Deckard are all Bob Quinn draft picks, all solid picks in the middle of the first round. Okay. Riley Reef, he was okay. He did well in Minnesota. Nick Fairley, he did pretty good while he was here as well. Pettigrew, he was all right. Cheryl, this guy was terrible. He was just atrocious. He was the worst. He was terrible. But that was at the end of the Millen era anyway. So you guys tell me, where do we go wrong really by dropping 3 spots? And if the Lions want to do something and move up, that's what they're going to do. So in the words of Aaron Rodgers, RELAX, relax. Y'all got to chill out with all of this. It's one person after another person. You complain about them losing, then you complain when they win. Now you're just so bent on we didn't get a 5th draft pick. Now, we get an 8th draft pick. What is the problem? The Lions fail to produce with any of them anyway. Okay? I mean, it doesn't matter if you're in the middle of the round, a stud. It doesn't matter if you're coming to look at Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson and Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford then put in work. He wants to stay here. Big ups to him. He wants to conclude his season here. Calvin Johnson said, you know what? Here go $8 million. I'm giving it back to y'all. I'm out of here. Believe me, if Calvin Johnson wasn't in that contract, he would have been playing for the Patriots or anybody else, wrapped up his season. But he doesn't want to seem, I know what Calvin Johnson, I'm done playing football. He doesn't want to seem like a chump. He doesn't want to seem like a ring chaser, a chump. Okay, you don't want to play for one franchise, so you bounce and you play for another one. But this is after you scream retirement and I'll never play the game again, all this stuff. That's why he was tired of losing. He was out of here. Calvin Johnson, he had a bunch left in him. And also he was smart, man. He went out on top. You never really could say Calvin Johnson lost a step or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was getting older, but he was still killing people. And I know in this league, he would still be putting up numbers. Okay? So, Detroit Lions fan, I am a Detroit Lions fan. Okay? You are a Detroit Lions fan because you're watching this video. We got to relax. Bob Quinn We can give him more time. His drafts have been solid. Okay, Matt Patricia, and the jury's still out on him, but at least he went out with not only a win, a big win with TLC Scrubs, B team. He had like his D team in there. Blew out the Packers. I don't care how they got the win. They got the win. It was a shutout, the first one in decades. They got a win. So he got some stuff. He got some momentum going for him. But we got to relax about this pick, man. One YouTuber is on it, then another YouTuber, and then everybody is screaming about the Detroit Lions. They so upset because they don't have the 5th pick. They have the 8th pick. Come on, no. Come on, man. Let's just... It's crazy. It's crazy. So we need to decide what we want as Detroit Lions fans. I want them to win. And as I've showed you guys today, that it doesn't matter. All these top 5 picks, and Ndamukong Suh, Calvin Johnson, and Matthew Stafford are the only 3 that produced above the 5th draft pick. Everybody else has been solid mid-round picks. Okay? So just chill out. Oh, and Ezekiel Ansah. I'm sorry. Okay, and he's on his way out the league. So everybody just take a breath. Let's go ahead, enjoy the games coming up. We're going to talk about them as well. I for some reason, maybe because I'm talking about it now, it seems like tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow's January 1st, right? In 2.5 months, free agency begins. Before you know it, man, it'll be snowing. It'll be the middle of February, and then all of a sudden we're going to start hearing rumblings about free agency, and then that's going to happen. Then the month after that is the draft, and then it's summertime, and then it's fall again. So I don't know, man. I feel like that this offseason, I don't know why, I just feel like it's going to go faster than the rest of them. So we don't know what Bob Quinn has up his sleeve, but we can stop complaining. Everybody take a chill pill, all right? Detroit Lions, they're going to get it together eventually. But they didn't lose a lot from going from pick number 5 to pick number 8. So everybody relax, enjoy the offseason, watch some games coming up and stuff like that. So anyway, guys, it is Derek P. Fields. I am going to go to the gym now. I will see you guys later for the live stream, Bowflex Max Trainer. Do me a favor, hit that subscription button. If you like Detroit Lions videos, football talk, fitness. Oh, and did you guys see my new banner? Check out my new banner if you haven't seen it. I decided to redo it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys later. Derek P. Fields is out. Peace. Let me go get my swole on.